known as one of the most violent correctional facilities in America, the Moundsville Penitentiary in West Virginia was home to 1,000 criminals. The ones that were hung or executed on an electric chair are said to still roam the hallways of the prison today. The circular gate at the front moves on its own, as if prisoners are still arriving. Once known as Weston State Hospital, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum was home to thousands of people with mental illness in 1864. Hundreds of people died here before the facility closed in 1994. Paranormal tours of the facility feature 2-hour visits to the asylum's 4 main hotspots. The Josiah and Sarah Moore's house was the site of the 1912 brutal murder of 8 people, including 6 children. Moore family and 2 house guests were found bludgeoned, murdered by an axe-wielding killer. Jerome in Arizona, mining town, became wickedest town in America because of its reputation for attracting prostitutes, alcoholics, and gamblers. Sammie Dean, a prostitute that was mysteriously murdered in her home many years ago. The ghost of Sammie, along with a number of other notorious spirits, are said to still haunt the area. At least 6,000 people died of tuberculosis at Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Kentucky. Those who died haunt the halls, one of which is a woman with bloody wrists screaming for help. Cuban Club in Tampa's Ybor City neighborhood was a popular hangout for Cuban immigrants. Today, Club is the setting for many ghost stories about spirits playing the piano and riding the elevators. Built in 1771, Fort Mifflin is the country's only Revolutionary War battlefield that is still intact. There are 14 restored buildings on the grounds on the Delaware River, and reportedly, plenty of spirits from the past, including screaming woman, a faceless man wandering around the fort, and a tour guide dressed in revolutionary garb. In the 1830s, Savannah's City Hotel, now the Moon River Brewery, was popular with rough crowds. Men were killed in the hotel during heated skirmishes, including a Yankees death by locals. Today, some bar patrons say they have seen bottles mysteriously fly through the air and have witnessed guests being pushed or slapped by unseen forces. At 716 Dauphine Street, on the corner of Orleans Avenue, in the French Quarter, stands a 4-story home housing the Sultan, a most unusual ghost. In the 1800s, Sultan was a wealthy man with a depraved lifestyle, multiple wives and children, and a harem of women. Today, his angry spirit is thought to be responsible for the unusual noises, shrieking, and screaming. The Stanley Hotel, in Estes Park, Colorado, is actually known for ghostly sightings and experiences. Room 217 is famous for being where Elizabeth Wilson was nearly killed in a gas leak explosion. While taking a spirit tour, the Morsling family may have captured a photograph of two ghosts while they were stopped on a landing of the hotel's stairs. Since death of Elizabeth Wilson, there have been spooky, unexplained reports happening in room 217.